Y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherish. I'm back with another video. So I'm hearing that you want to be a creator. That's why we here right now. Start today while 2025 is still, it's about to end. 2025 is about to end. So you need to be in your creator bag. Before I get into the advice and the tips and things like that, I do want to tell y'all something before I start to give y'all advice on creating content. Creating content is not easy. It is going to feel like a full-time job, especially if you're trying to take it serious. A lot of work, the editing, the filming, the reaching out to brands, the trying to position yourself, trying to figure it all out. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to feel like another job, because it kind of is, okay? Especially if you want to get paid from it, it is another job. So start treating it like a job now. Do not let anyone put you down, okay? If people aren't supporting you, that's fine. They don't have to support you, but let me tell you something. People that you don't know will support you way more than people you do know, okay? Don't expect your family, your friends, to be supporting you like that. They're not your target audience, okay? Do not let social media let you think that you're behind on content or in life, anything in general, okay? Because sometimes when we create content and then we see like other people like doing all of this and this because of their content, maybe they're getting paid, maybe they're going on a trip because of their content, and you're not there yet, do not let that discourage you, okay? It's so easy to get discouraged and want to give up in the content work. So let's get into the actual tips and things that I want to tell y'all so y'all can create content in 2026. Matter of fact, you need to start today. Like I said, starting off, start with your phone, okay? We're gonna talk about cameras. Start with your phone. Invest in the camera. I know you want to, especially like for YouTube. If you're doing long form, yes, a camera, eventually you want to maybe look into getting one, but not when starting off. Start with your phone. I started with my phone, okay? I did not know how to edit, did not know how to post, didn't know what I was doing, but I started, okay? And look where I am. I think I invested into a camera maybe like, I don't know, like I know like after a couple months, I don't know, I have to look back and see. But start off with your phone, learn how to edit on your phone, learn how to save storage on your phone, all of the things, okay? Let me tell you something, TikTok will be your best friend for that. Literally, TikTok and YouTube will be your best friend. You could go on YouTube and look up all the videos on how to edit on your phone and things like that. You do invest in a camera, make sure that you do research on the camera, because every camera has its different qualities. Not every camera is for everybody. When I've got my first camera, which I still have, okay, I've had this camera for a little while. I have the Sony ZV-1F, which is what I'm recording on right now. I just ordered me a new camera, so it comes tomorrow. I cannot wait. But I have this camera. It's my, like, but I did invest in this camera after, like, I've already started with my phone. So do not start with a camera. If you feel the need to start with a camera, then do it. Like, I'm not telling you, I'm not holding you back. But it is a lot of money to start with a camera, especially if you want a good quality one. So just be mindful of that, especially because in the beginning you probably won't be getting paid. So yeah, the Sony ZV-1F, I feel like it is a good camera for beginners if you want to look into that camera. I've also heard people having the Canon G7X, which is a popular camera. I know there are other ones. Recently, what's more trending right now is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which you can record for vlogs and like short form content, so like TikTok and Instagram, stuff like that, vertically and horizontally you can record. So if you want to like camera like that, but that is more costly. They do have a dupe on TikTok though, and I just got the dupe for like way less. It was on sale for $386, and the original price I think was $700. So I might make a video on that, let y'all know, because I did buy that camera. It's out there, but honestly, if you want a camera, I say go to Best Buy, okay? That's where I got my camera, and I just ordered the extra stuff off of Amazon. You will need a SD card reader, all of that stuff if you get a camera. Okay, but if you start with your phone, you don't gotta worry about it. Okay. Now, when it comes to editing, y'all, editing can be hard, but it's really not as hard as you think. Like, even when I first started out, my editing, trust me, my editing now is way better than before, but my editing before was trash. Okay, trash. Like, my short form content, trash. Long, because I had confidence in myself, and I just knew I was that girl. Still is. The apps are really up to you, but my personal use, I use Canva and CapCut. That is all I use. Simple. Because a lot of your videos, like long form videos, really don't need as much editing. It does, but it doesn't. Like, it doesn't need a whole like crazy thing, you know. So as you're beginning to learn how to edit, don't get upset if you can't do a whole bunch of crazy edits just yet, because sometimes we don't need all that to get our point across, you know. Just simple edits are fine too. Other good things, CapCut is more like, you know, for editing the video, and Canva you can use for thumbnails. You could kind of edit some short clips on there, but I don't really recommend Canva for editing a whole, like a long video or anything like that. Just if you want to use like short clips and make thumbnails and stuff like that. So planning, baby, I'm sorry to tell you, but you gotta plan your content. I'm sorry. You have to plan, or at least have an idea of the content you want to post, okay? Don't get on YouTube and post one video and then go ghost. Don't be like me. Because me, I used to post a video and ghost them for like 2 months, and I try to come back and be like, dang, where everybody at? They're gone. They're gone. But don't do that. Okay, plan your content in advance. What I like to do is, so let's say what I like to do is I try to film multiple videos. Like, if I know that I'm creating one video tomorrow, for example, I try to see, okay, what other video can I get out of tomorrow? What is my day gonna look like? What other video can I film tomorrow? That way I have filmed 2 videos instead of 1 in that day, right? I'll post, let's say I post one of them like on, like, you know, 2 days from that day. Then I still have that other video from that one day, and I could just schedule it. I like to film multiple videos in one day. That way I can edit them all and then schedule them all out. Perfect. So then you could get ahead of the video of the week after that, and that's perfect. You just need the ideas, the plan, when you're gonna film, when you're gonna edit, things like that. It really plays a part in you being consistent, because nobody wants to watch a creator who is inconsistent. Trust, I know. I ghosted my old channel so many times, y'all. I grew that channel to 800 subscribers. Granted, I could have kept that channel, but I decided to make this whole new channel because I've ghosted them so many times. I did follow for follow. I mean, I did sub for sub, all of these things, you know. I just want a new channel because it's like I feel like they aren't as active as they used to be, because I kept ghosting them. I broke their trust. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go to a new channel where it gives me a fresh start, and I don't have to put a lot of pressure on myself trying to bring an old channel back, you know? Because don't be like me. What I tried to do is I tried to go off my head like, okay, maybe I will record a video next week. By the time that week came, baby, it was a month later and I still ain't post, you know? And it's good to plan ahead, because especially if you're still working like a full-time job, or like, you know, you have other things going on in your life. Yeah, you want to plan. Growing on YouTube is not easy, but it is definitely possible. Number 1, you need to be posting, okay? Posting relatable content. Don't, like, at first, you know, we all want to post whatever we want to post, but you also have to post things that will attract people. Like, for example, what's on my iPhone video? I've done that video 4 times, and every single time it got some type of views. 6,000 views, 2,000 views, 600 views on a new channel. everybody, I don't know what it is, but everybody loves that video for some reason, because people like to be nosy. They want to see what's on your phone. They want to see the wallpapers you have, because they want to see how they can customize their phone. Like, you know, it's like you searching up a camera on YouTube trying to figure out which camera you should get. That's how they feel about what's on my iPhone video. So definitely record that video to bring new viewers in, because that video is going to do good. Now, this does good if you have a good thumbnail and a good title. You have to do it right. You have to do your thumbnails and your titles right, or you won't get the views, okay? Because the video will be really good, but if that thumbnail is not on point and your title is not on key, it's a flop. So make sure you do videos that attract people. Like, yes, you could do your vlogs, so make sure your video is clickable and your title is searchable. If you're vlogging a day in your life, don't just put day in the life, okay? Put like day in my life as a 21-year-old college student, or day in my life as a 30-year-old mom, like something like that. For me, I would do maybe day in my life as a 20-year-old entrepreneur, because that's what I am. I'm an esthetician, you know? Like, do that. The more you post, the better, because YouTube can push you out at least once a week minimum. If you can't do twice a week, start off with once a week and then try to go twice a week. And then if you could do 3 times a week, do it. But if you can't do twice a week, I recommend twice a week. But if you can't do that, try once a week, then try to go to twice a week and so on. But the more you post, the better. It's like a lottery ticket. You never know which video is going to blow up, okay? So if you feel like nobody hasn't viewed it in the last, like, what, 5 hours or something, don't delete it. Your video can blow up for at any minute. I remember this one time I posted a short on my old channel, and it didn't get no traction for 3 months, y'all. I remember this story clear as day. It didn't get no traction for 3 months. 3 months later, this short video went to 15,000 views. I'm not lying, y'all. 15,000 views. And I was like, that's why you should never delete your content, because at any moment it could blow up. Any moment it could, you know? The thing about it is people like creators who are consistent. So if they find like one of your newer videos and they say, oh, I really like this person, what they're gonna do is they're gonna go and binge watch the content you have, okay? They're gonna see if you've been consistent, if you've been serious. And if they find all your content, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow this girl, I'm in there, you feel me? So make sure you don't delete your videos, okay? I try to keep up with the seasons and the holidays, because that is also going to kind of help your channel. Like, for example, we are in the winter season right now. Vlogmas is trending, so don't only do trending videos, you know, because you don't want to just have one viral moment or one good moment. You want to have multiple, like, you know, you want to have consistent support. So, you know, do try to do a little trending videos here and there and stuff like that. Like right now, Vlogmas is in season, so, you know, you could probably get some viewers off of Vlogmas. But, you know, when summer comes around, like, you know, a summer vlog, summer diaries, or like when fall comes around, preparing for fall, decorating, you know, the fall activities, pumpkin patch, you know, things people can relate to, you know, especially with holiday seasons and things like that. Try to make sure you vlog those or record those, or, you know, be in the season, okay? Because there's always different seasons on YouTube. Like, for example, if you're in school, the back to school hauls, the clothing hauls, the shopping for back to school supplies, stuff like that, that stuff does numbers. I know, because my channel, like, my views would do better when I did those type of videos on my old channel. So, you know, make sure you do stuff like that. Keep up with the seasons and the holidays, things like that. As far as TikTok / Instagram, I feel like TikTok is pretty easy to grow on. Like, literally, like, I've started a new page from 0, but before I had this new page, I had another page and it went up. Like, I was posting, I had my titles correct, you know, But on TikTok, I feel like it is way easier. I remember one week I had gained like 200 followers. I'm at like 400 and something followers, and it's small, yes, y'all, but my problem is I'm not very consistent. Like, I have good content and stuff, and when I post, I get the views or I get the likes, but a girl be ghosting sometimes. But right now I'm not really posting because of Vlogmas on YouTube, and I can only commit to one platform, okay? So I'm committing to YouTube, posting every day. That means my other one's not gonna be posting every day, but I'm still there. I posted like 2 days ago. But growing on TikTok and Instagram is kind of easier, but what I've noticed is that you have to post every day. If you really want it, you really want to grow, post every day. That's how you're going to grow faster on TikTok or Instagram. I've grown on Instagram. I had a million view video, 600K, 500K. I can't even keep up. There were so many videos that did so good because what happened with me is once I saw what my audience like, I kept doing it. I was posting 3 times a day on Instagram, okay? I was motivating the girls, okay? And I posted what they needed to hear, you know? I was trying to help them grow their relationship with God, and a lot of people wanted that. So I kept posting, boom, I blew my page up to 10,000 followers. I've lost followers now because I've ghosted them for like a year, but I kept posting, and next thing you know, every video was going up. Like, you know, even videos I posted before, they were doing really good. So one thing I can say, like, posting a lot does help. And not only posting, but engaging, especially on Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you engage 15 minutes before you post and 15 minutes after you post. That really helps too. And try to comment on other creators' things. Don't just comment or like to like videos. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like videos that you like actually like to engage with, you know? 15 minutes before you post, 15 minutes after you post. Trust me, it helps. It helped me. Like, I was posting 3 times a day. Not for 2 weeks, baby. That was for another thing that helps. So when you're posting this TikTok and this Instagram and stuff like that on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you have your YouTube linked on there, especially if you're doing like both platforms. That really helps, especially on TikTok. That's how I grew my other channel, was mainly through TikTok, not Instagram. A lot of people from TikTok came to my Instagram. No, a lot of people from TikTok came to my YouTube like, hey, I saw your video on TikTok and da. So don't sleep on TikTok, because they will come to YouTube to support you, and they can go to Instagram to support you as well. So make sure, like, your YouTube, if you're posting on YouTube, make sure you have your Instagram and your stuff and your TikTok and your descriptions and stuff like that. If you're on TikTok, make sure you have your YouTube and your Instagram and your TikTok bio. And then if you're on Instagram, make sure you have your YouTube and your TikTok and your Instagram bio. The power of prayer is real, y'all. Stay aligned with God in whatever you do, okay? Not just content and whatever you do, but if you've been praying to God, he will make it happen for you at the right time. So he gave you the power of the tongue for a reason. So continue to pray about it as well. Do the work. Do the work. Do it hard. But also pray. Talk to God about it. Plan it out. Write the vision. Like I said before, you just have to be mindful. Like, it might come with hate comments and things like that. And sometimes, listen, if it's a comment I don't like, I delete it and go on about my day, okay? Because I don't want that negative energy in my comments. So maybe you won't, if I blow up, maybe I won't get every comment. That's fine. But one thing about it, I'm not gonna let the comments get to me, okay? So you got to be mindful of that as well. Feel like you aren't getting views, oh, trust, they're watching. People are watching you, although they aren't liking or whatever. People are always watching. They're watching you start your content stuff. They're watching, even though they don't like the content, they see it. It may feel like nobody see it, but they see it. So keep posting. Keep doing it. Somebody saw it. Somebody wants to. And that's another thing. Just because you don't get like 1,000 likes, don't think that your likes don't matter. what they say, 10 people like my post. If I was surrounded by 10 people, I would go crazy. As a girl who don't go out a lot, who do not like being around a whole bunch of people, I go crazy with 10 people being around me, because I'm like, I don't like being around a lot of people, y'all. I really don't. So 10 people being around me, 5 is even pushing it, you know? But put it into that perspective as well. Like, every like matters, every like counts, every support matters, okay? Those are your supporters. They're going to support you. That you have a separate email, because if you want to work with brands, it's best to have a separate email just for your content rather than the email you always use, just so you can separate it from, like, you know, other things. Make sure you put that in your bio everywhere so brands know where to reach you, you know. And make sure every video you post, if you're doing like a get ready with me or something, tag the brands that you already use, you know, tag them, because you never know, they might be watching, or another brand might be watching, and they probably like what you post about this, and they can send you free stuff and things like that. Also, if you want to start like getting free stuff, or just working with brands, having paid collaborations, don't be afraid to reach out to them too. Like, you know, they can't find every creator. That's what I did with Good Molecules. I reached out to them first, and I basically, you know, sent them my stuff, and, you know, basically reaching out saying if I could be on their PR list, if I could do a free collab with them. You know, they send me a free package or whatever they send, and I'll do a little video on it. They sent it to me, and I got that free, you know. So, but this is just a little advice video, tip video for y'all. So I really thank y'all for watching. I hope this somewhat kind of helped you step into your creator journey, or if you're already in it, it helped you like with some information you were missing. But yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I wish you well on your creator journey, and thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.
With just one touch, I could